Hey, what's up, everyone? What's up, what's up, what's up? First, let me say good morning to everyone today. I hope your morning is good. I'm sure it is well. We're alive, we're well. God has allowed us to see this day which He has made. So let us rejoice and be glad in it. If you have your loved ones with you, whether it's your wife, your husband, your child, uncle, aunt, mother, father, brother, sister, friend, whoever it is that you live with, tell them good morning, say I love you. Life is short. You don't know what life will bring. And I'm not calling any morbid thing or any death or anything like that upon, you or your family. But I'm just saying, there's a song that says, like I hear people sing this at funerals, don't scatter roses when I'm gone, which is true. If somebody's meaningful to you, if somebody's important to you, which I'm sure there are persons who are significant to you, it does something. Can you imagine? You live with your spouse, like husbands, you say to your wives, I love you. It's not something that you may practice. Or you may look at your daughter and say, I love you, honey. And to your son, I love you. Yes, fathers, tell your sons that you love them. Clearly in a healthy way. Mothers, tell your sons or your daughters that you love them in a healthy way. And just show them love, just show them kindness. You know what I'm saying? Cultivate that attitude of love, peace, joy, happiness, so that they can learn how to have that kind of a love and joy within. So you're just teaching them that. So I'm encouraging you today to if it is that you have not said to somebody significant to you, I love you, and really mean it, and say it, look them in the eye and be serious about it. Let it come deep within your soul, from your heart, and say I love you. Whoever it is, even if it is your regular friend, it don't matter who it is, it just may make that change. Because sometimes we don't know what somebody's going through. You can't just look at somebody. The outward look may look really good, they may look nice, they may look happy, but deep down, there is that longing, that searching for something that is just lovely, something that is just good, something that they will just to help them, their day to be good. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we bask in negativity, in things that just really are peripheral, and it has nothing, it doesn't really do you any good. You know what I mean? It is something that we don't really practice. As I said, it's easier to delve into bad habits, negativity. Oh, today was awful. Oh, somebody said something bad to me today. I did something bad to somebody today. My thoughts went bad today. All of the negative. Can you imagine you train your mind to start to doing things positive? I was listening to something yesterday on YouTube, and the guy was saying that, can you imagine when he wasn't even saying can you imagine, he was saying, and I agree with him, when you do things that are good, when your heart is clean, when your soul is clean, what happens is that even if it is that you're pretty on the inside, on the outside, when the inside is beautiful, it automatically exudes on the outside. It's just like if you're taking vitamins, you're exercising, and you're dieting. After a while, you notice how your skin does look nice. Your hair starts to grow, you're slimming down, you look at you're at the shape and size that you want in terms of weight, and everything is just the very same thing about attitude and things that you have within your side, within your soul, and within your heart, and it actually beautifies you on the outside. Because, and don't take this the wrong way when I say this, I've seen persons who are physically attractive, physically beautiful, men and women, and because the inside is bitter, actually shows on the outside. So after a while, when you see somebody, you say, oh my God, I don't know if you have ever come across, if you have ever come across persons like that, like you see them, maybe a few years ago or so, and they were so beautiful, like you're saying, what a pretty girl, or what a pretty woman, or pretty, handsome man, or something like that. And then when you see them a few years, you're saying, no man, something is wrong. Yeah, them, basically probably the same age, or they could be a little bit younger or a little older, but you wonder if they have taken on all 40 years on themselves, like somebody, you wonder to yourself. I don't know if I'm the only one, but I've seen things like that. Because of the bitterness within, it must show on the outside. Okay, you could have been the prettiest person in the world, the most handsome man in the world, the most beautiful woman in the world. You see, once you're inside, it's going to show eventually on the outside. It's going to show eventually. And he was saying that the older you get, when you have that clean heart and that right attitude, you know what I mean, and your soul is just right, as you get older, you just look more beautiful, or you look more handsome. Ever some people, they're in their, I'm not calling these people old, but you know what I'm trying to say, they're not like a youth anymore, like they're probably in their 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and they're saying, no sir, how them not age, oh no sir, how them still look so good. And when you see them, their eyes light up, It's like there's a smile, even if they're not really smiling. There's just joy within. It is something that they had to cultivate over the years. They think they were devoid of troubles and trials. And troubles and trials don't only come financially or health-wise. Otherwise, emotionally, psychologically. You know what I mean? Maybe they go through a phase of death in their families. Something could be. Maybe it is that they don't have persons who show them love the way they would have expected it. You know, persons just always, but they chose to not be bitter. They chose to be at peace. There is nothing like peace. It surpasses all understanding. When you're at peace, oh my God, it shows on the outside. You know what I mean? Because I think my belief is, you know, when you see a number of persons these days being ill, I'm not saying it's not the environment or the food that you eat, or some people may say genetic. It has a lot to do with what is inside of your soul, what is inside of your heart. A lot of people, sometimes disease and sickness is, most of it to me, that's my personal view, I'm no doctor, is stress related for some reason, some cause or another. I remember I had this neighbor, her skin is like flawless, like you think she have on makeup all over, and she just had good skin. And I remember she had stress, but she deals with things internally. She internalizes it. It's like somebody like me. If me I go through stress, it kind of shows still, you know. I'm extroverted. I'm just out there. I'm flamboyant. I'm just, you know what I mean. And I don't know what had happened, but like her skin became spotted, like spots all over. And it was very frightening. Like you wonder if it's leprosy or some sore. It wasn't even sore, but it's just spotty. Like you think it's a bad acne, but it didn't have the bumps. Just spot. There was no clean section. You know what I mean? And she had to just deal with the stress, and then it just, and I guess she got medication and dealt, and then it was stress related. You know what I mean? My sister saying that my sister's skin is really nice too, and she said that some lumpy thing came over her skin, and clearly, you know, when you see lumps, she says, Jesus Christ, what the heck is this? Once you take it out, stress, it eventually dissipated. So what I'm trying to say to you is that we will not be devoid of challenges. It don't matter if you're rich or you're poor or you're in between. We will always have challenges. But how we deal with the challenges are important. I'm talking to you today and I have challenges that I'm dealing with. I don't bother feel that I don't have challenges and I'm not dealing. I have a lot of challenges that I'm dealing with. And what I've done, to be honest with you people, which I'm trying to encourage you to, I always tell people that I was never a reader. I always find it reading boring, up here, boring book, and, you know, books, and oh my God, the only time I read was when I was doing my first degree and my master's. You know, you had to read, clearly. And, you know, I have not read like a book in years, many years. You know what I mean? And I decided at the end of November to start reading. Somebody just said something to me, sent me an important message. And I said, you know what? And then they sent me some books and I read. And I think I'm on my 8th book. Yeah. And it's very difficult to read these books and it not be life-changing. It's not going to be like you're going to see this big change, but you feel like the seed planted and it is growing in the right way. It's growing in the right way, you know? And listening to a lot of inspirational, you know, godly messages and all of these things, because what it is doing is training you. Just like when you send your children to school because you want them to be educated, it is educating me and re-socializing me, you know, because I am not at the best me. You get what I'm saying? I'm not at the best me now, and I'm happy for that. So I'm encouraging you today, whatever it is that you have to do to kind of get rid of the bad habits as best as you're able to, you have to cultivate it with good habits. But keep your heart, keep it clean, you know what I mean? Keep your soul clean, you know what I mean? It's important. It shows on the outside and affects every area of your life, even health-wise, mentally and everything, psychologically, you know what I mean? Financially, you know what I mean? You don't just make money when you like your brain all over the place and all of that, and you're not focused, you know? A healthy brain, a healthy heart, a healthy soul leads to an entire healthy life. Remember, it's a holistic thing, you know. It's mind, body, soul, spirit. It's everything within you. So I'm encouraging you today. Cultivate good habits. You can replace bad habits with good habits. Read good books. Whatever it is that you want to improve on, read books associated with them. You know what I mean? Good books I'm talking about. Listen to audio CDs, you know, listen to good programs on television, and so forth. Because God has made you special. Remember that you're special in the sight of God. You're nothing less than special. Don't let anybody tell you anything else. You're nothing less than special. You're beautiful in the sight of God. God is good, and it will show on the outside. Like, I mean, I was struggling for you because I remember when I was much younger, I never used to have like acne when I was a child, and you know them kind of things that we used to hold for them bumps all over your skin, make your face kind of bumpy and spotty, and I remember like a few years ago some bumps came, and I knew it was stress, or how it is that I had how I would cleanse my face, because you know when you wear makeup, how you would clean your face. Sometimes people don't just wash their face with soap and leave it like that. No, you're supposed to really use a cleanser, then a toner, and then your moisturizer. And I'm so surprised that, you know, yesterday I said, you know what, I'm just gonna go without wearing any makeup, and I'm just saying my face don't look too bad, don't it? Face don't look too bad without the makeup. I have a little, you know, mascara, because my eyelash them kind of have a squeeze up things. I'm gonna try to use a mascara to kind of get it, you know, not really perfect, but you know, bear with me. But I mean, what I'm simply saying too is that because I am trying my best to, how should I say, and don't mean that I'm not cleaning my face, I'm doing the physical aspect of it, you know, like washing your face when you're supposed to wash your face, moisturizing, you know, cleansing and all those things. But I'm just trying to say to you that when you cultivate things within, it has to show without, in terms of your physical appearance. You know what I'm saying? When you're beautiful on the inside, you must be beautiful on the outside. And beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I'm not talking about it have to look like no modeler, you know, beauty queen entering a beauty contest, but whatever is within must come on the outside. You follow what I'm saying? It affects the skin, because stress, a lot of the number one cause, apart from hormonal, is stress. So sometimes people have their bumps on their faces, spots and all of that, just like my neighbor. It is stress related. So sometimes you have to say, God, I don't have any money, I don't have no food, I'm jobless, I am, you know, sometimes they're ill, sometimes whatever the situation is, somebody left you, somebody broke your heart, you feel like that's it, you know. But just say, God, in amidst all my trials and tribulations, I know that you will see me through. That's why I say it's good to read books, good to listen to audio, because what it is doing is kind of toughening that your soul within, toughening you, that when you go through challenges after you, because I mean, what you're experiencing now, it must come to an end. The negative, it must come to an end, those challenges, but you must face other challenges. Once you're living, you will face other challenges. You can't escape that, no care what. You cannot escape that. So I'm encouraging you, and I'm encouraging myself, you know, that we can replace bad habits with good habits, but it starts with you. Only you can do it. You have to make that choice. No one can do it for you, no matter how important that other person is to you. If you choose not to do that, you know, I can only pray and hope that you will change your mind, and you know, just choose to live a positive life. We grow up in so much, it's just negativity, aggression, you know, boisterousness, vulgar, everything that is just negative that you can think of. Why is it that we can't just, and you know, inculcate and practice and being consistent in just engendering positive energies, positive vibes, just a positive mind, a positive heart, a positive soul, everything that is positive, you know? Sometimes you kind of have to separate yourself from people who are negative. Don't mean that you malice them or hate them or anything, you know. No, that's not what I'm saying. But sometimes you have to kind of get in that zone and space where you build that energy of positivity. You have to kind of build that energy of positivity, and it will have a rippling effect. It's just like if you're planting a tree. It's impossible for you when you plant that tree to be negative, to be negative, to plant that tree and water it with, you know, I don't know what to say, something other than water, or using the fertilizer and the things that the tree needs. If you use something like poison, that's the only thing I can think of. The tree may grow, but what kind of tree you gonna get? It's gonna be crooked. It's gonna be fruitless. It's gonna be something that's not gonna help you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm encouraging you today. Just you remember, you know, you have one positive thing every day that you can think about yourself and about somebody else important to you. Write it down and see what you get at maybe the end of the month, end of 3 months, end of the year, and you'll be surprised at the list. You probably have to change books. You know what I'm saying? So you're beautiful, you're special, you're godly, you're blessed, you're everything. I'm wishing nothing but greatness for everyone, because God has blessed you tremendously, and you're not at the best you now. You're not at the best you now. Don't worry, God will see you through, You're important, you're special, you're highly favored. Have a great day. Have a wonderful day, and may God bless you richly. Good.